This is the story of one of the greatest inventors that ever lived, and his love of pigeons that is said to have ultimately finished his career. Nikola Tesla was a Croatian-American engineer and physicist whose contributions led to some of the world's most amazing inventions and paved the way for the digital and wireless world we know today. Tesla was also the inspiration for the name Tesla Inc., the US automotive and energy company. Tesla was born in 1886 in Croatia, and by 1884 he moved to America to work for Thomas Edison, whose work contributed to the incandescent light bulb and the motion movie camera, to name but a few. These two inventors soon fell out, understandably because Edison failed to pay Tesla for months-long work. This soon resulted in a famous rivalry over the ways to produce and conduct electricity. Tesla was considered a genius as well as an eccentric. He never married for fear this would disrupt his scientific work, and instead he developed a fondness for pigeons. There are numerous stories that tell of the many hours Tesla would spend with pigeons, feeding them in Central Park, creating little nests for them to rest on his desk, and even missing important presentations, favouring instead to be outside surrounded by pigeons. Tesla's love of these birds caused many complaints from hotel staff and residents in New York due to his constant feeding of them near the hotel where he lived, from his window, and also treating injured pigeons in his room. However, there was one pigeon in particular that captured Tesla's heart, a white female pigeon that he helped nurse back to health and reportedly spent over $2,000 to care for her, including building a device to support her broken wing and a damaged leg. Apparently, this white pigeon would always visit Tesla, no matter where he had moved to, and he considered her like a lucky talisman. It is said that one day in 1922, this white pigeon flew into Tesla's room, and according to reports, Tesla felt the pigeon was trying to tell him she was dying. The little bird did indeed pass away then and then, but not before Tesla apparently saw the brightest of white light shine from her eyes, brightest, he said, than anything his machinery had ever produced. Tesla was said to be devastated by the loss of this white pigeon, and according to reports he said, "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me." The white pigeon's death signalled the end of Tesla's career. Although he had patented many inventions, from the death ray, an electric airship, to humanoid robots and flying saucers, none of them were realised. And perhaps this pigeon was partly to blame, where he felt there was no longer any purpose to his life. Tesla continued to feed the pigeons until he was no longer physically able, and instead he would pay staff at the hotel where he lived to go out and scatter feed on his behalf. Tesla died penniless, alone, and in his hotel room, aged 86.